Home oxygen plants. 20 best bedroom oxygen plants for cleaner air and better sleep. English ivy oxygen plants. Snake oxygen plants. Aloe vera oxygen plants. Pothos oxygen plants. Philodendron birkin oxygen plants. Monstera oxygen plants. Peace lily oxygen plants. Rubber oxygen plants. Boston fern oxygen plants. Anthurium oxygen plants. Dracaena oxygen plants. Philodendron heartleaf oxygen plants. Dieffenbachia camille oxygen plants. Air plant oxygen plants. Parlor palm oxygen plants. Lavender oxygen plants. Lucky bamboo oxygen plants. ZZ plant oxygen plants. Aglaonema oxygen plants. Lady palm oxygen plants. Saqib Hussaini boss states on Saturday the 13th of July 2024 informing about oxygen plants to the Your Highness Prince and Princess and United Nations Organization, the concerned organizations UNO. Leader of state countries and common public. Oxygen plants are industrial systems designed to generate oxygen. They typically use air as a feedstock and separate it from other components of air using pressure swing adsorption or membrane separation techniques. Saqib Hussaini boss states, oxygen is essential for life. Lack of oxygen causes several diseases. That's why any patient suffering from some fatal disease or having accident is instantly given oxygen at the hospital to save his life. Saqib Hussaini boss further states that oxygen is getting short due to climatic change, pollution of chemical industries, deforestation etc., and all this has caused complicated diseases. So nature is the only source of human health. A kind of plant, being one of the best gifts of nature, can benefit all the places to recover the deficiency of oxygen. There are about 20 plants that can miraculously recover it. The better supply of oxygen can cope up with a lot of diseases. These plants have been declared the best ones by the advanced research. Saqib Hussaini boss requests all to grow plants and motivate others as well. This way even we can save our coming generations. The detail is as follows. Don't worry. These mood-boosting, air-purifying houseplants are easy to look after. You spend a lot of time in your bedroom, so it's important to design a space that ensures you get a good night's rest. One of the easiest and most affordable ways to transform your bedroom into a peaceful sanctuary is with indoor plants. Not only do they look beautiful, houseplants can actually help improve your health, mood and sleep quality, too. According to NASA research, a number of popular houseplants have been found to improve air quality by diffusing toxins and releasing oxygen all night long. The right plants can also provide allergy relief and decrease stress. On top of that, plants can improve the aesthetics of your bedroom with very little effort on your end. From large indoor trees to small succulents, you also don't have to stress over killing any of the picks on our list of the best bedroom plants, since most of them are easy to maintain plants that thrive in low light conditions. We're looking at you, beginner plant parents. Whether you're looking for a plant that'll grow tall with proper care or a hanging plant that will infuse lots of personality into your room, you're sure to find a plant to fit your bedroom style right here. Just don't forget to pick up one of the best indoor pots or planters to display it in. For more indoor plant ideas, check out our guides to best kitchen plants and the best bathroom plants. 1. English ivy oxygen plants. Whether draping over your nightstand or from a hanging planter, English ivy oxygen plants is a great choice for the bedroom, as this trailing plant is known to release oxygen and absorb indoor air pollutants like formaldehyde and ammonia. It does best in moderate light during spring and summer months, and in bright sunlight during the fall and winter. It also appreciates humidity, so mist it often. 2. Snake oxygen plants. The snake oxygen plant's bold, sword-like foliage is an eye-catching addition to any bedroom. Also called sansevieria, it's been a popular houseplant for decades since it's so hard to kill. All it requires is indirect light and little water. 3. Aloe vera oxygen plants. Aloe vera oxygen plants is a soothing ingredient commonly found in lotions and soaps, but it also makes a great houseplant. The tropical succulent with fleshy leaves and spiky edges doesn't require frequent watering, but it does need bright light, so consider putting it on your bedroom windowsill. 4. Pothos oxygen plants. If you don't have the greenest of thumbs, pothos oxygen plants is the answer. This hardy plant has glossy, trailing vines that drape perfectly over dressers, shelves or hanging planters. It prefers moderate light, but will tolerate low light. Just be extra careful to let it dry out between waterings. 5. Philodendron birkin oxygen plants. With lush green leaves featuring beautiful white pinstripes, this fast-growing plant is one of the easier houseplants to keep healthy. Put it in mid-bright to indirect sunlight and water it once every week or two. Find the perfect planter and it's the perfect bedside plant. 6. Monstera oxygen plants. You've probably seen this glossy beauty all over Instagram, and for good reason. Monstera oxygen plants, also known as the Swiss cheese plant, is an easy-going option that requires moderate light and once weekly watering. But take note, you'll want to steer clear of this plant if you have pets, because its foliage may irritate cats, dogs or other small animals. 7. Peace lily oxygen plants. With glossy green leaves and bright white flowers, the peace lily's oxygen plants are excellent at removing toxins and allergens from the air. They're also great for first-time plant owners, since this flowering plant is very forgiving. It does best in a well-lit bedroom and should be watered when the top inch of soil is dry. 8. Rubber oxygen plants. Black thumbs, this one's for you. Rubber oxygen plants are hardy and its glossy, dark leaves will bring drama to any small bedroom. While it prefers bright light, filtered morning sun, especially, it can tolerate lower light conditions. Water when soil is slightly dry to the touch, about once a week. 9. Boston fern oxygen plants. Native to humid forests and swamps, the Boston fern oxygen plants has been a popular houseplant since Victorian times. Also known as sword fern, it features drooping feather-shaped leaves that make for a perfect hanging plant. It does best in bright light, so hang it in front of your bedroom window or place in a sunny corner, and be sure to mist it every day. It's also one of the more inexpensive houseplants out there, so stock up. 10. Anthurium oxygen plants. Enter the world's longest blooming houseplant. The neon flowers on this plant can last up to 8 weeks, with fresh ones popping up regularly. Stick it in a spot with bright light and high humidity. The more light it receives, the more you should water it. As a general rule, water every week, allowing soil to dry out between waterings. 11. Dracaena oxygen plants. With dramatic foliage and detailed markings, this popular air-purifying houseplant is a great way to fill up free space. Over time, it'll reach a height of 3 feet, so make sure it has plenty of room to grow. Dracaena oxygen plants like moderate light and lightly moist soil, so try to situate this plant near a window for optimum growth. 12. Philodendron heartleaf oxygen plants. For the full effect, place this pretty vining plant with heart-shaped leaves on top of your dresser or nightstand. It's a low-maintenance plant that tolerates low light, and it should dry out slightly between waterings. Just keep it away from pets and kids, as it can be toxic if eaten. 13. Dieffenbachia camille oxygen plants. The intricately marked leaves on this accent plant make it an instant standout. Best of all, it doesn't need a lot of regular care as long as it has moderate light and frequent watering. Just be careful to keep water moist, not wet or soggy. 14. Air plant oxygen plants. This small but mighty plant is about as easy to take of as they come. It's actually an epiphyte, meaning it doesn't even need soil to thrive. Most of the time, you'll see air plants displayed inside glass terrariums or hanging from pieces of wood. No matter which display route you take, give them bright light, and mist occasionally. 15. Parlor palm oxygen plants. Parlor palms oxygen plants are best suited for advanced plant parents, since it needs bright indoor light and constant, light moisture. But trust us, this diva is well worth the extra effort because its sophisticated look and air-purifying qualities will seriously enhance your bedroom. 16. Lavender oxygen plants. With its silvery green leaves and purple flowers, lavender oxygen plants makes a pretty bedside accent with a soothing scent that research shows can have a calming effect on your nervous system. Keep in mind that this perennial won't last forever indoors, but it'll still be a delightful addition for a few months. Just plant it outside after its blooms fade to ensure that it'll return in the coming year. Lavender prefers bright light indoors and full sun outdoors, and water when the soil is slightly dry. 17. Lucky bamboo oxygen plants. One of the best plants for feng shui, this hard-to-kill plant is said to bring positive energy and good fortune to your home. It's fairly tolerant, too, preferring moderate light, but it can adapt well to low light conditions. If grown in soil, keep it slightly moist. Otherwise, keep the roots covered in water, and change it out every week or so. 18. ZZ plant oxygen plants. Shiny leaves in a bold, upright form make this striking plant a must-have for your nightstand or dresser. Even better, the ZZ plant, oxygen plants otherwise known as Zamioculus zamifolia, tolerates extremely low light levels and irregular watering. To keep it healthy, water only when the top few inches of soil feels dry. 19. Aglaonema oxygen plants. Another plant that thrives on neglect, most Aglaonema oxygen plants, aka Chinese evergreen, can survive low light conditions. Depending on which variation you choose, the strappy leaves may have hints of red or silver. Keep the soil moist by misting regularly. 20. Lady palm oxygen plants. If you have bright, indirect light, the tall, Graceful fans of the lady palm oxygen plants are an easy way to add elegance and greenery to your bedroom. This particular species isn't as fussy as other palms, but they reap the same benefits like purifying the air. Keep your houseplant near an east-facing window, and water when the top inch of soil is dry. Oxygen-producing plants, which are also known as oxygenating plants or oxygenators, are the plants which release oxygen during photosynthesis. This is a biochemical process in which water, light energy and carbon dioxide are converted into glucose and oxygen by green plants, algae and some bacteria. Saqib Hussaini boss further states that oxygen is getting short due to climatic change, pollution of chemical industries, deforestation etc., and all this has caused complicated diseases. So nature is the only source of human health. A kind of plant, being one of the best gifts of nature, can benefit all the places to recover the deficiency of oxygen. There are about 20 plants that can miraculously recover it. The better supply of oxygen can cope up with a lot of diseases. These plants have been declared the best ones by the advanced research.